Fires it off to Holmes for that little jump and decides not to take it. Allen under the bar. Cedar into the middle on the left. A little bounce pass is nice to Blanchfield. Henry to the corner. Madgen on the dribble now, takes it to the middle, pulls up for the jumper and finishes.
Some good work for the Crocs, making sure they're getting out to challenge.
Urban kicks it back out, open look for Blanchfield. He's been good this year from 3, not this time. Knocked away by Lazaire, only carried out of it by Blanchfield. Dropped it off to Lazaire, who goes middle and then looks to throw one over.
Got a gold medal at the Commonwealth Games, so he's got quite a record behind him. Now, the real basketball family.
The Kings lead by 2 as Hinder tries to middle of the court and asks the referee to get that cleaned up. And he goes high off the glass. That is a tough.
Gets what he needs tonight.
Michael Cedar's had a good start to the game as well. Cedar shares it with Norton. Abney down low. Nice pass to Hinder. Russell Hinder was tripping over as Lazaire.
Rusty's laying in the corner. He's shooting threes at the other end, blocking shots. That's what you want.
With a couple of wins to get their season really firing. And under the basket, a nice finish.
Sydney Kings extending their defense now up the floor. There's Abney. That's the
left on the shot clock. Shares it with Blanchfield. Hits an open look at the basket and then throws it.
Shares it with Blanchfield. Hits an open look at the basket.
Crosswhite will look to go to work. He's going to go middle because he wants his left hand, and he does. And he manages to kicks it back. Urban and Blanchfield got in each other's way. Urban with the shot clock about to explosion tonight. We've called plenty of him, Gary Urban, but just hasn't scored as we've got an offensive foul call on Corin Henry. Guarded by Allen, just a hand off to Madgen. Look at the jump shot, knocks it down.
Line is exactly what the Kings want him to do. Here comes Madgen.
For another great play. Yeah. Cedar gets to the foul line, then a hand off to Bruce. Bruce with a big pull-up for 2.
Right now, don't have an answer.
Urban to the corner, Cedar. He's sent packing by Garlett to Bruce. Garlett working in the block against Allen. Got a bit of a nudge from Allen, had to go baseline, then fades away on the jumper and knocks it down. Bruce runs the cut baseline, Madgen put it on the floor, attracted a couple of defenders, kicked it up to Urban. Looked at the 3, dropped it to Holmes for the jump shot. Bounce it back towards Bruce at the half court. Will take it strong and get it to go. Back to the basket. Urban ignores that to the corner. Holmes for the 3 to take it into half time. And Jacob Holmes gets it to go. Gets into the charge circle, flicks it back out. Madgen's going to have to fire. He does and banks it.
It's your night. There's Ben Allen with a good seal inside, and that's a good recognition.
Kick it to the corner to Blanchfield. Saw him. He had to jump to retreat. Crawford, quick hands. Holmes tried to open things up. Good
what a pass.
Henry now has 10 to work on Garlett. Gets stopped, gives it to Norton in the middle and gets it to go.
His career.
Shares it with Henry. Henry managed to get Abney in the air and then pull up for the jumper and knock it.
I remember watching the highlights of him play in the first.
Back to Dan, guarded by Urban. Just a hand off to Madgen for 3. This would be a dagger, and it is. Looks for players to move into position for him. He pulls up for the jumper and he knocks it down too.
I like that. They get a rebound. Keep running. What's up, do that?
Hesitation dribble. Bounce pass to Lazaire. Got his man in the air. Hinder goes for it. To Bruce on the floor. Gets to the middle. Takes it strong. And the NBL TV will be on all over that one. Madgen gets a bump and knocks it down. Jacob Holmes, a little jab step, and then got to the middle and got it to the
field basket at all in the fourth quarter.
Corin Henry, even production at the moment. Allen inside, works against Lazaire. Back to the middle and a little decides against the extra pass to Henry, except for Bruce for 3, and he knocks it.
With only 5.5 to go, is they haven't done enough tonight.
This final quarter. Nice cut to the basket from Urban. Urban to Holmes, who puts up a 3. It's flat.
Crocs are out there putting on the extra pressure.
And as a result, free man at the back. Lazaire gets it to go underneath. And the Crocs get a chance. Crawford had a look at a 3, and that's his first score of the night. And it's on between Holmes, and there's Ben Madgen down there as well. And the referees have to come in and separate them. Bruce through the legs, gets to the middle, and gets strong to the basket and gets it to go. Capping off a wonderful... Bruce gives it up to Henry. Henry to the middle. Strong move to Holmes for 3. Front of the iron, back of the iron, can't go. And then Henry hits the deck hard. Gary Urban's going to get called.
Sort of a fright too. You get up there and you get in that awkward position and you're face down coming at the floor from a couple of minutes.
And the margin is back out to 12. Peter Crawford pulls the trigger on the floor. Urban shakes on Martin, and then Urban gets it done. Hands it off to Martin, who dribbles himself into trouble. It's stolen by Urban, who can kick it back out to Crawford. Crawford for 3, and pulls the trigger to cut the margin to 5. Bruce, do they need the foul? Or they left it too late? A strip from behind, taken by Norton to the basket. He goes, gets the 2 to drop, and it's fouled by Aaron Bruce. with is on the way to the basket, and the Kings will win with a Garlic dunk by 5. Sydney 92, Townsville 87.